Can you pop out my screen?
Yeah.
And so they could see it, and you guys see it, right?
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you, Canva.com.
Very Instagram-y.
So our first story is Madonna gets called out for photoshopping her face onto a fan's photo. So a TikTok, now this apparently happened in 2015, but a recent TikTok brought it to light that, and we don't know, it wasn't in the news like where Madonna got this photo, but Madonna Instagrammed a photo. See, this is like the girl's original photo, and then Madonna just like put her head on the girl and Instagrammed it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and the 28-year-old whose photo it was said she initially thought it was a joke when she saw Madonna's head on her body, but then she realized it wasn't because it was on her official account.
Holy shit. How many followers does Madonna have to have? Like 20 million?
I'm not sure.
That's a really bad Photoshop.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It's a good choice of some cool person's body to steal, but bad Photoshop.
Well, Madonna bad at Photoshop confirmed.
Although she did touch up the photo to make the photo look much better somehow.
Yeah,
pretty strange.
It looks
this
like
photo looks so old. Like, maybe it was like on an old internet, and now it's like it looks like Madonna had the digital file and not this like.
Yeah, it looks
version.
like the one on the right might be like a photo of a screen instead of like a screenshot.
Right.
Or, Madonna's a rich old lady living in England now. Maybe she just got really fucking good at Photoshop over the years.
Yeah.
She's hoping that this picture is going to be the new Wink React.
Instead of like Agatha
from the
WandaVision.
Instead of Wanda. I call her Wanda because I haven't seen the show. And WandaVision is when you're winking all the time. I assume that's what the show is.
Yeah.
I thought it was a spin-off from A Fish Called Wanda.
Now, I am like a little bit new to Instagram. I got it about a year ago, I think. And I still don't really understand all of it. But there's a part of Instagram that I've noticed that I sometimes click on by accident. And it's just a grid of of profiles that I'm not following. Like images that somebody posted that I don't follow, but they think I might like it's that kind of section.
Yeah.
Except the algorithm is just like basically only girls that I would think is cute. So I guess like when I click on a cute girl's photo, there's like an algorithm for like what that look is.
Yeah.
So that image is just like a bunch of cute punk and like skinhead and alternative girls.
Nice.
And like tattoo models and stuff.
Nice.
So it's just like a section of like girls tailored to you. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be.
That's like a dating app for you. No, like mine's all like Broadway bootleg clips. I feel like it's like the first thing you like. It's just like spins it off, but it does spin off.
All it's confirmed is that Andy's really horny on Insta.
Yeah, that's not really how I'm not like looking for girls on Insta, but I think it's because I followed a page called Spirit of 77 or something like that. That just shows like cool looking skinheads. Because a friend of mine was on it, and 80% of what they post is hot skinhead girls. So nice. I think from like following that account, it decided it's just mostly going to show me that kind of girl, which is pretty good.
Who doesn't love a hot skinhead girl? Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Explore page is built off of like all the data that Facebook has about you too, because Facebook owns Instagram. So.
Oh right.
What are you doing on there?
I mean nothing. I don't do anything.
What they should really be doing if we're going to have all these apps come together and create a sort of neo-feudal unfree future like we talked about on Wednesday is they should get Facebook and Instagram and Tinder to all come together so that they can actually get you dates. You should see which girls are
Yeah.
attractive, and then Tinder
they're probably
will give you the good ones. That'd be great. Dates for all.
I mean, that's the dream of an app that like actually matches you up with someone and you just have enough confidence in it to just go and do it. But I think we're a long way off from that, from like either people giving away enough privacy or trusting it, or just for the algorithm to actually work.
Digital Yenta will come someday, though. There will be a digital Yenta.
Well, Red Yenta gave it a try.
Yeah.
Maybe it worked. I really doubt it, but so Madonna, I don't know if she did that as a joke or not, but it looks terrible.
Looks like shit.
Bad luck.
Looks really derpy, like the way her body is and her head is, and not great.
And then
all right, what's next?
Next we have so there's this company I think called Thriller, and they have an upcoming event called Thriller Fight Club, which is going to be a big fight between Jake Paul versus Ben Askren. And they're really going all out for this, Andy. They just have added Pete Davidson to the commenter lineup. They have the D'Amelios, Charlie, and Dixie, Mario Lopez, Snoop Dogg. They have a lot of performers. Justin Bieber is going to be performing, the Black Keys, Doja Cat, Saweetie. Is that how you say that? Diplo and Diplo perform as Major Lazer. And Snoop Dogg is going to debut his new rap supergroup, which is Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, Too Short, and E40.
Damn.
And the director of the event is describing the upcoming event as Stranger Things meets Quentin Tarantino.
Sounds violent.
And he says that viewers on April 17th will be immersed into a world unlike anything they could imagine. A true movie-like experience that reinvents the great sport of boxing by taking them into the ring in ways they've never seen before. And even though
that sounds a little bit like professional wrestling.
Yeah, and even though they got all these artists to perform, this article on Billboard noted that they recently clashed with Universal Music Group, which pulled its catalog from the Triller app. Oh, excuse me, I called it Thriller. It's called Triller. Trilla. And Universal claimed that the app shamefully withheld payments to artists, though Triller has fiercely denied those accusations. So that raises a bit of a red flag, I think.
It seems like an easy thing to prove.
So network, this is going to be an entire new TV network?
This is going to be like, I think they're just like trying to do, so I guess they have a network, and they have, inside their network, they have Triller TV, shows I've never heard of, but I will be watching and reviewing for you. Jennifer Lopez in the Morning, 2 Chainz, Let's Do It, and Fat Joe's Masterclass. And they're trying to, this fight is like $50 to watch. So
would love to see it be like that masterclass they advertise on YouTube, where it's like some person telling you how to make a great film or how to paint.
Like masterclass, yeah.
Yeah, and it was just Fat Joe like teach you how to do like happy little clouds and stuff like that. That'd be really dope.
Yeah, and then I guess you want to go to the
game? Hold on, about the Jake Paul thing. Like, Jake Paul, wasn't he supposed to fight Mayweather?
And it didn't work out. Let's see if maybe Mayweather didn't accept, but I'll look it up.
Who is he fighting now?
Ben. So this is this is Jake, yeah. I think Logan was supposed to fight Mayweather. There's 2 Pauls.
Oh, and they both box?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I thought that Jake Paul's career was ended and he was shamed out of public life when he went to the Japanese suicide forest and saw like a body hanging and started laughing at it.
No,
that actually was a big help to his career.
No,
really?
A lot of people heard about him for the first time through that.
No, that was Logan though. That wasn't Jake.
That one was Logan.
Right.
They're brothers, and I actually grew up with their cousin.
What?
Paul?
Cousin Paul. Paul.
No, their cousin. She's a good friend of mine.
Paulina Paul.
Does she have a like an internet channel or show or something? Is she one of the famous Pauls?
No, I've been trying to convince her to Twitch stream, but
yeah, get her on.
Get her on the show. Tuesday night, Paul's show. Paul and Paul. Paul and the Paul.
Her family name is not Paul, but yeah.
That's going to be a problem. See if she can consider changing it or just going by it.
Hell yeah.
You can call the show like My Two Pauls or Two Paul, Too Furious or something.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's funny that Jake is gonna box like one of the worst strikers in MMA.
Oh, it's Askren's an MMA guy?
Yeah.
And he does Muay Thai?
Yeah.
Okay. But you think Jake's got a chance?
Yeah, probably. Jake like actually trains in boxing, and I think Ben Askren, if I remember, he's more like a ground game guy.
Oh, so he's going to be at a big disadvantage.
Probably,
yeah. Because he's not a boxer.
Yeah.
Because boxing is stupid.
Hey, my girlfriend was a boxer, all right?
I mean, in terms of like fighting someone, you gotta know how to kick and like defend against kicks and shit.
Yeah, and also ground is really important.
Yeah.
They're just gonna choke you out. That's true. I used to be a wrestler in high school, so nobody wants to fuck with me, man. Don't get on the ground with me. You're in big trouble.
Did you have a name?
It was just Sean. It wasn't. We were not in a squared circle with like turnbuckles and stuff. It was on little mats in the high school auditorium or high school.
He was a high school luchador, actually.
They called me El Sean.
El Broslow.
That would be so sick if like high school had like lucha or like like WWE style pro wrestling. That'd be so fun. It'd be in the drama department.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of is like that. Like it's like a combo of sports and theater.
Well, they're probably upset about how the arts are dying across this country. That's a way to bring the arts back. Get kids in the ring together and make it like theatrical.
Courtney, has there ever been a professional wrestling musical?
I can't think of one off the top of my head. You writing one?
No, it just seems like that's a easy crossover market, right?
We gotta hit up Kath.
Yeah, Kath and what's her name?
Rachel,
who does the show with Tom Sharpling?
Oh,
who loves musicals?
Oh, Julie.
Yeah, Kath and Julie Klausner
combined to write
the wrestling musical. That'd be great.
Yeah,
it would be so popular if you did it right. It would be like a genre bending delight. I think that's my review already. A genre bending delight.
We got a pull quote.
Says Sean KB of the Antifada.
And it'll be like a new metal kind of musical because that's like the intro songs they all play.
It could be like
new metal musical.
You know how Jersey Boys has like all music from Frankie Valli? It could have all music from like Nickelback or something, or Limp Bizkit, or Linkin Park. How sick would a Linkin Park musical be?
A new metal musical would be awesome.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
How sick would it be? I bet we could get the Street Fight Radio guys to finance it.
Totally.
I would also just love, because there's been a lot of different versions of Jesus Christ Superstar and they changed the instrumentation. If there was just a new metal Jesus Christ Superstar with like not the Linkin Park guy because he passed away.
All right,
but someone like that, like playing Judas, like Eminem playing Judas, even would be fantastic.
Well, that would be incredible. We need Eminem to just take a Jesus turn. We need a lot of like new metal guys to take a Jesus turn, and we can make this happen. We can produce it. Antifada presents Jesus Christ Superstar new metal.
See, like
Dear
how many
Jesus.
people we could get.
Yeah.
Debut it on
like
stream.
Stan, but with Jesus. Jesus Christ Superstar is my favorite musical. That's all I have to say about that. Yeah.
I've never seen
Miz.
Oh, they're so close, but I gotta go with JC.
Les Mis is really good. I'm a schlock master, so I like Fiddler on the Roof.
Nice. I'm also a Les Mis guy.
God, my music, I'm so like vulgar compared to you guys with your Jesus Christ and your French fucking insurrections and shit.
I like Hamilton.
It's just me. It's just me and Tevye, man. We're just out there in the shtetl, just doing our thing, loving life.
Yeah, bitty bitty bum. That's what you did.
If I was a podcaster, all day long I'd bitty bitty bum. If I was a streaming man, I wouldn't have to work hard. I'm done. I'm not gonna do it anymore.
Tinder, Tinder, make me a match.
Find me a burning angel. Find me a catch.
All right, let's go on to the game you prepared, Courtney.
All right, great. So I'm gonna show you some photos of art by celebrities, and you're gonna tell me if you would buy it. So buy, I guess you could say, I didn't think this through, that when you say it out loud, it's gonna sound the same.
That's okay.
Say B-U-I or B-I-E.
Yeah, if you could spell it out for us, please.
Now,
that'd be great.
When we were setting this up and I was getting ready and you just said buy or buy, I thought it was going to be like an actor or something and you had to tell whether like they were bisexual or whether like you wanted to tell them to go bye-bye or something.
Which is also a good game.
It'd be a great game.
Because a couple weeks ago, we played Stan, Ban, or Pan.
Yes.
Where we said whether we stan a celebrity like Alec Baldwin, or whether we want to ban them, or whether we think they're pansexual. So this is pretty much the same thing.
I mean, Alec Baldwin's definitely pan, so that one was easy.
Bye, or bye, and Stan, Ban, and Pan are literally the same game. Which is very funny that we accidentally did that.
I love it, man.
I'm just obsessed with gender. Obsessed with sexuality.
I can tell by the Instagram slideshow style presentation.
We tried to let Andy go down as the horny Instagram guy, but clearly I'm the horniest.
I'm gonna fight back.
Well, Antifada is known as a neoliberal 27 genders DNC podcast. So you fit right in with this. It's all coming together now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And I love that for you.
You too. Welcome.
All right. Hold on a second. You just said, I love that for you. Is that this? Let's all go around and answer this question. Is that an underhanded compliment? Or is that like a closet insult? I love that for you.
It's a closet insult.
It's kind of like an insult. But I didn't really mean it in a mean way.
I don't care if you did.
It could be genuine. I've heard people say it sincerely.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
No, I actually don't love that for you.
Yeah, I love that for you.
Jamie is like running the DNC shadily.
I wish, man. We'd have so many patrons. We'd have like GE as a patron or something.
Yeah. If she's not, she should consider it.
Yeah.
We hit a wall a long time ago with the podcast, so this is the way to expand.
Well, when capital hits a wall, it either goes through it or goes around it. So which is it going to be?
This is our crisis. This is our moment of crisis. And as we know, crisis comes from the Greek for a fever, which inevitably passes. So while Antifada may be in crisis, we believe that crisis will break. We will financialize. We will put fixed capital in the built environment. We will do what it takes in order to profit.
I don't think we're in crisis. I'm totally content with the amount of listeners and the amount of patrons, and I'm honestly, even if we could stand to lose a little bit.
Yeah, we could.
Not that much.
So like 1/10 of you guys just go away. We don't want you anymore. There's no growth, but that's fine. We don't need growth.
But that's good. We don't like growth. We're communists.
Right.
Degrowth.
We got all the good listeners already.
That's right.
We got just the good ones. All quality, baby.
Quality over quantity.
Quality into quantity.
All right, so let's play the game.
All right, great. So up first, we have this painting from comedian Tiffany Haddish.
I don't like it. So I will say bye.
Bye-bye. Next up, we have this painting.
I didn't want to judge her sexuality, but I would say bye. It's possible. She could be bi.
Everybody's bi.
Care to comment?
I like it. I'd buy it. Put it up in when I build my music studio in the backyard. I'll hang that up. It's nice.
I don't like
backyard.
It. I think
it's gonna get wet.
No, and I'll put up one of those like metal structures. You know, like the barns. But yeah.
Like a gazebo.
Build a little structure to. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna build like an entire separate building on my land. I'm real like capitalist over here, owning land.
I would say goodbye to that painting, man. I don't want that shit. Paul can have it in his little gazebo, his little paint shack, or whatever he calls it.
I like it.
Only Paul respects women's art. All right, we know that.
Ladies.
All right, Sharon Stone's painting.
Oh, that rules.
I really like it.
Yeah.
I don't dislike it like I did the last one, but I'm still gonna have to say bye.
I would BIE that.
I would BUY that and hang it up and probably in like I don't know, in like my on my stairs, you know, I've got like split stairs, put it up on the wall there.
I like Sharon's frumpy like NYU undergrad or like Parsons undergrad art student outfit.
That's a great look.
Respect.
It's hard to imagine that that's the same woman that showed everybody her pussy.
And yet, well, now I see that. No. Now, what about this beautiful watercolor from Elle Woods?
This is a good find. I love that for her, but I'm gonna have to say bye.
Paul, I know you got a spot for this in your house.
Yeah, the refrigerator.
Inside of it. That's how he disrespects art. He puts it in the refrigerator.
I think there's not much going on there. I would take it, but I wouldn't I would buy it, but I wouldn't prominently display it anywhere. Not so far as to put it in the fridge, but I maybe put it on some like nondescript wall.
Yeah.
And then people can think like 12-year-old drew it or something.
Exactly.
You'd be like, no, it's Reese Witherspoon.
It doesn't reflect well on her.
Next up, we have His Royal Highness Prince Charles.
Oh, God.
That rules.
That sucks.
No, that's awesome.
You like it?
I love
You
that.
like that?
I love that.
Return to tradition, Paul, over here.
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
There aren't there aren't as many colors as a lot of it's a very muted color palette. And I'm colorblind, so I like stuff with lots of shapes, instead of and I like landscapes. Like my favorite painting is Kandinsky, but not one of his abstract ones. It's Odessa Port. It's like yeah, and this kind of reminds me of that. It's got a similar palette, similar feel.
Kandinsky. I'm looking at that. I'm gonna look at that up right now. Oh yeah, that's a really pretty picture.
It's great.
Hell yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to say I respect you sold me a little bit, but I'm still gonna say bye.
All right.
I think that like the nobles, if they're not gonna perish in the flames of revolution, they I guess can just be put in like a studio somewhere and just make art for the people. That's fine.
Hell yeah.
Doesn't it seem like it's not finished? Or maybe that's part of the brilliance of the artist.
What would you add?
It just looks like there's like blank space around the building and like in the mountains.
Like over here?
Like it looks like he didn't paint anything there. And so it's just like the paper.
Non-robot in the chat says, so this is Prince Charles in his Hitler landscape phase, right?
Oh, he's going to become Hitler.
Oh, no. I think it froze. Hold on. It did not like that joke.
Goes to show you can't tell, man. Could be Prince Charles. It could be Richard Seymour, or Spencer, rather. Richard Seymour will not become Hitler. He's just a nice trot boy. I mean, Richard, the other one, Spencer.
We haven't heard from that fellow in a while.
Richard Spencer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's busy.
Low-key fell off.
I heard he's straight now.
I
All right, we got Heidi Klum up next, and this one is also bad. She's selling it with that big smile, but I don't like it. Looks like she drank a lot of coffee to make it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's paint.
The word I would say goodbye to that, because the word that comes to me first is garish. I would say it's a garish painting, maybe even lurid in its colors.
I think Prince Charles might call it that too, Garrett and Lourish.
I think Jackson Pollock was enough of the Jackson Pollock type stuff for like the entire history of art. You know what I mean?
Got it out of our systems.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I say goodbye to that, man. You're muted.
All right, this is Jackson Pollock for anyone at home who had to Google like me. So we're saying Heidi is the Jackson Pollock of model painters.
Perhaps, yeah.
If she keeps it up.
Only because she's a terrible alcoholic.
There actually was another photo of her painting by like a bar, like in her bikini.
Also, she works for the CIA.
Yeah.
Don't we all?
This is what CIA propaganda has come down to now.
I don't know where it is, but oh no.
Like it now, it's Klum.
So we're just gonna get this out of here.
Get it out.
Yeah.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye, honey.
Bye bye.
Now this is a beautiful erotic lesbian piece from Lucy Liu.
Wow.
Wait, isn't that a cock?
Or is it a cock?
Oh, sorry.
Is that like a girl cock?
I guess this is
Why do you think it's lesbian?
For the alliteration, Lucy Liu lesbian.
Oh, okay.
Because when I was looking it up, that's what it said. But I do see that. I have heard what you said, and I
have an article here from divamag.co.uk entitled "So Lucy Liu creates lesbian art. So she's, I guess, known as a lesbian artist, but this looks
this
very
is
hetero.
This is hetero, so she's bi.
Yes. Bi or bi, we're going with bi.
Yeah.
It might not be hetero.
I'm also going to go with bi.
I'm more concerned about whether we're allowed to show it on stream or not.
Depends how discerning of an eye the mods have for this shit.
I already did misinformation. Up next, we have Capitalism with a Conscience by Jim Carrey.
Oh my god. I forgot he was doing this.
Whoa.
That's Jesse Owens running through a Nazi symbol. Damn.
Oh my god. There's a Sean, have you seen the mural in our neighborhood of Colin Kaepernick? Yeah.
Unfortunately,
there's like a huge Colin Kaepernick Ben and Jerry's ad for like Colin Kaepernick flavored Ben and Jerry's, and it's called Know Your Rights. It's called Know Your Rights.
I'm apparently there's also, it's in Tampa right now. This billboard's all over the place, and I find it very telling of the kind of ideological configuration we're in right now.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
The one thing that I do like about this is that Colin Kaepernick looks very uncomfortable to be in the painting, which is correct. So that almost saves it, but it does seem that Jim Carrey painted like a couple like Eli Valley style, like gross portraits of like Trump and people in the Trump cabinet. And that was pretty lit. So, but this, when he's getting too sincere with it, no good. No good.
He's just a shit lib, man. Nike just did it.
The right thing.
And it's celebrating Nike bringing him out, doing a sponsorship for him.
That's what I get from it.
Saying that that's in the tradition of Jesse Owens running in the, what was it, 1940, 1939 Olympic Games. And
no, it was before that. It was the 1936 Munich Olympiad.
Right. And then the 1968 Olympics in Mexico City.
I'm trying to find anything I like about it, and the only thing I can think of is it reminds me of all those all the like compilations of Mad Magazine comics that I have.
Yeah.
Just stylistically.
Yeah, it looks like it's supposed to be funny, which is a problem.
If somebody asked you, like, explain to me the recuperation of social justice activism into, like, the corporatized media, you could just kind of point them to this. 36 Nazi Olympiad, Jesse Owens, the famous 1964, like, Black Power at the Olympics, and then a guy getting an advertising sponsorship for Nike. Not to undermine what Colin Kaepernick did. It was heroic. He risked his career for BLM, but it seems a little different.
Yeah.
Maybe Jim Carrey is Jim Carrey making the same statement we are with this painting, or is he trying to?
He might be.
That would be cool.
He like really is like woke in the sense of like he's on like another plane of reality, but then is also kind of woke in the conventional sense. So he might totally be.
If he's doing this sarcastically, then it's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
Because, like, the implication is that Jesse Owens did this, and the 68 Olympiads did this themselves heroically. But then in this case, it was Nike that just did it. And maybe he's being ironic.
Yeah, and that's why Colin Kaepernick looks uncomfortable, because he's found himself kind of dead-ended.
Right.
But I think he would have to make that a little bit more obvious, So
yeah.
I'm still gonna have to say bye.
Maybe if he put some dollar signs like around Kaepernick.
Whoa.
Yeah, here's like Jim Carrey's Eli Valley phase.
That rules, actually. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow, look at that. Oh god, he's touching his nipple. Don't have Trump. Oh no.
But the best new media art that Jim Carrey did was when he started on Twitter, he was making like an emoticon, like a new kind of text emoticon for every tweet. Does anyone remember? You remember this, Courtney? I don't know if we might be able to find it, but he would invent a new. So he was kind of doing like the same thing he did with his face when he started out, where he would make all these interesting facial expressions. No, this isn't it. He was doing like text, like colon, close parentheses kind of emoticons. Yeah, like those. Like that is kind of him, and he would make a new one for every tweet. And they were pretty creative.
And it got 28 likes. This was clearly a very successful campaign by Jim Carrey.
Hoped him right in with like now his like the other tweets it shows you logged out are like Biden, Hillary, Klobuchar,
Mark Hamill.
These algorithms just categorize you, and then that's who you are.
I like this Mark Hamill tweet. It's Jim Jordan saying "Miss me yet?" Mark Hamill says no. No.
To have 18.9 million followers, as Jim Carrey has on Twitter, and only get 29 likes on something, that means kind of fell flat, man.
Yeah,
hate to see it.
As a poster, I could say that.
I liked it though, but I it stuck in my memory.
It worked.
He should sell it as a NFT.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Anthony Hopkins.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, this is a little bit interesting. It's still sucks,
A little
though,
bit
so I'm gonna have to say
interesting.
bye. Yeah.
I like that a lot.
I like that he's wearing "I'm an artist" glasses, just so we know.
Yeah.
That's Anthony Hopkins. I read something really funny today. Do you guys want to hear it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I was looking up the background of a woman named Martha Stewart, who I recall from the Wikipedia article is worth $638 million. She obviously has like a very sort of set persona. She's branded herself as like the waspy, like sort of like DIY, Better Homes and Gardens type of person. But her parents were Polish immigrants, and she's from Jersey City. So she like was able to rid herself of her New Jersey accent. She was a model and then created this Martha Stewart persona. But the interesting part of the story, besides her being a proletarian, well, at least having been a proletarian, is that she was dating Anthony Hopkins for some years. And they apparently were like getting close to maybe like tying the knot or whatever. This was like after her first divorce. She was probably past childbearing age, but her and Sir Anthony had a good thing going. And then Sir Anthony starred in a little movie called Silence of the Lambs. And when Martha Stewart saw his role as Hannibal Lecter, she had to break up with him because every time she saw him again, she could only think of his character, of his portrait as Hannibal Lecter. So
is that true?
That's legitimately true, according to
That's wild.
On Wikipedia. So Anthony Hopkins' performance was so good, he lost a girlfriend over it.
That's one I have not heard. That's amazing.
I like that.
And not just any girlfriend.
I've got something to say about this painting. Not only would I buy the painting, but I would buy this photo of, and I would hang them next to each other because, it's got the orchid like in the foreground, and then the painting is focused, but kind of behind the orchid, and then dead center is Anthony Hopkins, but he's in the background. This rules. This is a work
beautiful
of art in
composition. Yeah,
it's great.
There's also a rhythmic and thematic flow between the orchids and the shape of these blobs that Anthony Hopkins has composed, as if to say that Anthony Hopkins thinks that those orchids look like the thing that he painted, which they don't.
So it's about the artist and the limitations of their perception,
right?
And their inability to faithfully create the world, even at its most beautiful.
Or it implies that Anthony Hopkins is looking at the orchids, and this is what he sees in his mind.
Oh.
So he's literally deranged.
He's on acid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like on hallucinogens, or he had an accident recently and hit his head.
Folks, if you're looking orchids and that's what you see, go to the doctor.
Or those cool artist glasses he's wearing. They're actually like the diffraction glasses that they gave you in high school chemistry.
Yeah.
We could do a whole show about just this photo, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a great one.
I say bye.
Alas, we have to say bye to the photo.
Oh, you're muted.
Moving on. Sorry.
Okay.
Oops, I just turned the stream on. Okay. Now this is painting by Britney Spears.
Oh. Bringing it all back. Where's Cole James Cash? I'm sure he'd have a lot to say about this.
Okay,
yeah, it's really bad. Is this real? Is this really what she painted?
According to her social media, I believe this painting was sold. Actually,
Okay.
To who? Who buys that?
Let's do a Google. Britney Spears painting sold. We'll dox this man right now.
$20 million.
Now,
It's like if Heidi Klum was trying to do Jackson Pollock with her painting, Britney Spears is trying to do Lisa Frank.
It's like if you hold a lighter up to that painting, it actually says in invisible letters, "Save me, help, please save me."
Yeah. So I love Britney, and since I love Britney, I'm not gonna say anything about the painting.
Jamie Peck's chat wasn't. Why don't you come on the show? Sorry.
so yeah, this painting sold for $10,000.
Wow.
Great.
Yeah, and here she is. I mean, here she is at work. So
it's not a meme. She really did paint that.
It can be a meme and real.
If that's how easy it is to make $10,000, I'm gonna start painting, man.
that's the next Antifada.
You have to paint in that
channel.
outfit, though. That's part of the sale.
Look, I've made $10,000 the harder way.
All right. Do we have any more?
Yeah, we have one more left.
Okay.
Kurt Cobain.
Ooh.
Wow. Oh, that is amazing.
Yeah.
I love Kurt. I had one of my famous dreams about Kurt Cobain 2 weeks ago, but that is disgusting, and I do not want to look at it. It looks like that
video you
that
put
Ren
on
and
that side?
Stimpy guy who kind of is like very muscular and does a kissy face.
I disagree.
I'm talking about.
I think it's cool as hell, and I would buy that. Not just because it's Kurt Cobain. I would spend like a few $100s on it.
Yeah, I would buy that. It's like prefiguring salad fingers, kind of.
Oh,